Good day to you, betting nation. Happy New Year. Do you know what? I don't really know at what point you're supposed to say Happy New Year. How many days do we keep doing it? I'm going to keep on saying it for probably all through January, so every single video will be Happy New Year. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to show you a later back for tonight, and I'm also going to talk about a massive improvement with the software, and I cannot wait for you guys to see this as well, because it will be a game changer. Do you know what I'll do actually? It saves time, and anything that saves time in this industry, in any industry in the world, is, well, it's worth every single cent you can spend on it. I don't mean, by the way, you're supposed to give me more money, because the price aren't going up at all. We're just consistently giving you value. And the idea actually came from somebody who was a member and actually emailed me and said, can you do it? And I'm like, whew, I don't know. I have to speak to Mahesh. Anyway, I've emailed you guys about it. But yeah, it's something that I am so excited about, that I cannot wait to dive into it, because it's going to save you time. And like I said, I'm committed to making sure this is the best software it can possibly be. And I need your help. So if you've got any ideas or any way that we can improve it, just email me, dean@thebettingguy.co.uk, because I want to listen to every single person out there. And we will keep making improvements. That's the idea anyway. Okay, so let's get on to later back. Again, all I did was go to the later back settings. I've got my settings all done here, later back, and all my settings are done. I'm asking for, that's my normal settings. Let's get rid of that. Later back settings here. I'm saying gold equals horses that haven't increased in price by, but the basically here, I don't want to see horses. Gold means that they haven't decreased in price by more than 10%. Green means that they haven't decreased in price more than 20%. And the dove criteria here, I am saying that I don't want any horses shown on this list that have dobbed in the last 5 runnings. So every horse you'll see here has a dob ratio of 0 to 5. And there's quite a few today, isn't there? Quite a few. And obviously these can factor these out, because 270 is too big. For me, 17 is too big. So there's only, normally about 3 or 4. There's a 1 o'clock one here. I haven't looked at it, but looks really interesting. But obviously the time is 12:57 now. I might, no, I don't. I ain't got time. I'm supposed to be back home by 1 o'clock. Anyway, never mind. I've got a real bad internet at the minute connection here. Right, so as we can see here, the one today is Ray Loopy. Ooh, I think that's the name, how you pronounce it anyway. As you can see, ran at Newcastle a whole host of times. Interestingly, as we can see here, the pace is 0.000000000, which to me is fantastic, because we know it's going to be held up. It's drawing itself 7 today as well, so we know this horse is going to be held up. And when a horse is held up, the price goes out. We can see here it's 7.2. So what I recommend you doing is put a stop loss in every single time. We put a stop loss in, because we don't want to lose our bank, do we? Or lose our full stake here. So we always have to put a stop loss in. And don't know what that means. That's not looking good, is it, for an advertisement for this software? Anyway, I'm only kidding. Right, Betfair SP is 7.4. The low was 4. So that was quite a good run. Went down 45%. But here, held up in midfield, lost place towards rear. The in-play low was 18.5. The Betfair SP was 10.32. So that's really interesting. Here, only went down from 8.4 down to 6. A tick movement of 12. Here we can see 7.75 went down to a low of 7.2. 8.37 went down to a low of 8. And here we can see Betfair SP of 5.86. This is what I love to see for a later back. 5.86. It won the race, actually won the race, but look here. It went from 5.86 to 55. So actually, even though it won the race, actually increased massively from the Betfair SP. So even if this horse wins a race, then the chances are that it will trade higher, just like it has done there. So that's the first later back. That's the only later back of the day. 6.15, Ray Loopy. For me, looks the dog's Gerrits. I don't know why I said that. Right, and the main reasons are obviously because of the historical data here, as we can see, and also the fact that when it won the race, it increased in price massively from 5.86 to 55. Right, so what is the improvement? What is the improvement I hear you all saying? Well, somebody actually emailed me and said, Dean, is there any way, you know my search criteria, I do my search criteria all the time, everything is always the same, can you just email me a list of horses? And I was like, first time I read it, I was like, that sounds difficult. And then so first of all, I got in touch with Mahesh and I said, look, Mahesh, let's stage this. Let's start improvements very, very small. As in, let's step by step by step so we can build up to that. Because obviously we want to make sure, first of all, that we can implement it ourselves without outsourcing it to somebody else. And so what we're doing first of all is that you see the search comments. The search comments, you can search anybody's comments in running and you can bring you up a list of horses that have done what the search comments are. So first of all, what we're doing is any horse that has led or made all the last 3 runnings every single time, by the end of next week, what we will be able to do is we will be able to email you a list of front runners. And how good is that? You don't have to waste your time or anything. You just get a list on the night before or the morning of the race, and you get a list of every single horse that's running that day that has front run the last 3 times. How cool is that? That is unbelievable. And then we're going to slowly progress to later backs as well. So the week after that, we'll be able to email you criteria that match my later backs. So therefore, you can just, and so you'll have one email, you'll have a list of all the horses that are front runners, and you'll have a list of horses that are later back. And don't get me wrong, these aren't tips at all. Then you have to do your own due diligence on the horses, but it just gives you an added advantage. It saves you time. And then what we'll be able to do is we will be able to have a box over here or something, and it will literally, you will be able to populate it. You will be able to bring up the box and you will say, you will have a list of options, what you want the software to email you. And then you almost don't have to log into the, ow, I broke my arm. You almost don't have to log into the software, because the software will then email you a list of horses that meet your criteria that you've asked for. It will do it automatically and it'll email you. Now, I keep on saying that we are innovating, we are paving the way, and other people are using what we're doing and putting it on their own software, which I don't have a problem with at all. In fact, I really enjoy it, because competition is what it's all about. The more competition we have, the better I make this product, the better somebody else will make their product, and then that means I've got to improve mine, and they've got to improve theirs. And so that's better for you guys. Competition is fantastic because it keeps everybody on top of their game. It makes sure that we are the very, very best of ourselves. So competition is great. I love the fact that we have members who tell me what improvements they're like. I put them on the system, and then the rest of the industry follows suit as well and has different things that we have on. And it's fantastic. And so what we are trying to do is keep on improving, innovating, and keep, just improving the software for you guys. And I can't wait to see where we'll be in 6 months. I know we've got a massive, massive update at the minute that we're just waiting for Betfair to approve us. I can't tell you any more than that. Members know what I'm on about, but I don't want to tell you any more just yet. We finished it and we've sent it across to Betfair to get the official approval as well from their vendor side. I don't know what it's called. And so that is going to be so, so exciting. Can't wait for that. And yeah, it's exciting times ahead. But like I said, this improvement will be happening within the next 4 to 6 weeks. So you don't even have to log in anymore. It can just simply email you your criteria, your horses that you want for that day. And then, don't get me wrong, you still have to do your homework. So yeah, just if you've got any improvements that you think that we can do and implement, please let me know, and we will keep improving and innovating the industry. Woo! All right, Betting Nation, whatever you're doing today, have an awesome one. I am off to Slides and Balls with the kids. Slides and Balls is like a play area somewhere in York. All right, my friends, thank you so much. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video.